I opened my college acceptance letter from Stanford on the same day I discovered my parents had stolen my entire college fund and given it to my brother for his failed cryptocurrency business. The letter said, "Congratulations, full academic scholarship. You just need to cover room and board. $18,000 a year." I ran downstairs screaming with joy. "Mom, Dad, I got into Stanford. Full scholarship. I just need the housing money." My mother looked up from her phone. Her face went pale. "Your father and I need to talk to you. Sit down." I sat at the kitchen table, still clutching the acceptance letter. "What's wrong?" My father walked in from the garage, wiping his hands on a rag. He wouldn't meet my eyes. "Sweetheart," he said slowly, "about your college fund. We need to tell you something. I'm Riley Chen. I'm 18 years old, and I thought I knew my family. My parents, David and Margaret Chen, both worked in tech in San Jose, California. We weren't rich, but we were comfortable. My older brother Tyler was 25, still living at home, still trying to find himself. He'd dropped out of college twice, worked a dozen different jobs, and spent the last 3 years obsessed with cryptocurrency and NFTs. When I was born, my grandparents set up a college fund for me. $50,000, invested and growing. My parents added to it over the years. By the time I turned 17, it had grown to $96,000. Enough for 4 years at any state school or room and board at a private university if I got scholarships. I checked the account online just 3 weeks ago. I had the password. I'd watched that number like it was my future because it was. My father sat down across from me. "Riley, there's no easy way to say this. The college fund is gone." I laughed. "That's not funny, Dad. I checked it 3 weeks ago. It had $96,000. He shook his head. "I know, but it's gone now. Tyler needed help with an investment opportunity. A really good one. We thought we could triple the money in a few months and have even more for your college." Everything stopped. The room tilted. "Tyler? You gave my college fund to Tyler?" My mother jumped in, her voice defensive. "It wasn't giving, Riley. It was investing. Tyler found this incredible opportunity in cryptocurrency, a new coin that was about to explode. He showed us all the research, all the projections. We thought we were helping you." "Where's the money now?" I asked. My father's voice dropped to a whisper. "The coin crashed. The whole thing was a scam. Tyler lost everything. I felt like I couldn't breathe." "How much is left?" "Nothing," my mother said. "It's all gone." "Riley, we're so sorry. We thought we were doing the right thing." I stood up so fast the chair fell over. "You took my college fund, $96,000 that my grandparents and you spent 18 years building, and gave it to Tyler for cryptocurrency without asking me?" "It's not gone," my father said quickly. "We're going to pay you back. We'll take out loans, work extra hours, whatever it takes." "When?" I asked. "When will you pay me back?" My father looked at my mother. "We don't know exactly. It'll take time." "But we will." "I have to tell Stanford yes or no by Friday," I said. "That's 4 days from now. If I can't pay the housing deposit, I lose my spot." My mother reached for my hand. "Riley, maybe you could defer for a year. Take a gap year, work, save money. We'll all figure it out together." I pulled my hand away. "You want me to give up Stanford, the school I've worked my entire life to get into? Because you gave my money to Tyler for a scam?" My father stood up. "Don't talk about your brother like that. He made a mistake. We all did. But he's family. You'll both recover from this." I looked at my brother's closed bedroom door. Is he even sorry? Does he even care that he destroyed my future? My mother's face hardened. "Tyler feels terrible. But he's been struggling, Riley. You've always had everything easy. Perfect grades, perfect test scores, perfect colleges. Maybe it's time you learned that life isn't always handed to you on a silver platter." I felt something crack inside me. "You think I had it easy?" I studied every night while Tyler played video games. I worked 2 jobs while he quit everything he started. I saved every birthday check while he spent thousands on gaming computers and now cryptocurrency. And you're telling me I had it easy? That's enough, my father said. We're all upset. Let's take a break and talk about this later. There's nothing to talk about, I said. You stole from me. You gave my future to Tyler and he threw it away. Now you want me to defer my dreams so I don't make you feel bad about what you did. My mother's voice rose. We didn't steal anything. That money was in our account. We're your parents. We make financial decisions for this family. Not anymore, I said. I walked upstairs to my room and locked the door. For 2 days, I didn't speak to them. I researched everything. I learned that in California, college funds held in custodial accounts legally belong to the child when they turn 18. If my parents had transferred money out without my consent, they'd committed theft. I called my grandparents, the ones who'd started the fund. My grandmother cried when I told her. Those monsters, she said. We trusted them. We thought you'd be taken care of. Can you help me? I asked. Can you lend me the housing money so I can go to Stanford? Grandma was quiet for a long moment. Honey, we're on a fixed income. We don't have $18,000 a year. We barely have our retirement savings. If we had it, we'd give it to you in a heartbeat. I called Stanford's financial aid office. I explained everything. The counselor was sympathetic but firm. Without proof of financial hardship, we can't increase your aid package. Your parents' income is too high. They're expected to contribute. But they can't, I said. They gave all my money away. I'm sorry, the counselor said, but according to our records, your family can afford to pay. If you can't meet the deposit deadline, we'll have to offer your spot to someone else. I had 3 days left. I went downstairs. My whole family was in the living room. Tyler was on the couch playing video games. I stood in front of the TV. We need to talk, all of us. Tyler paused his game, annoyed. What? I looked at my parents. I want to know exactly what happened, every detail, how much you gave him, when, and what he spent it on. My mother crossed her arms. Riley, we've been over this. It's not going to change anything. Actually, it will, I said, because I've been doing research. That money was in a custodial account in my name. Once I turned 18, it legally belonged to me. You couldn't transfer it without my consent. And you did it after my birthday. That's theft. The room went silent. My father's face turned red. You're threatening us? Your own parents? I'm asking for the truth, I said. Tyler, how much did they give you? Tyler shrugged. I don't know, like 90,000 or something. When? Last month. What did you do with it? I invested it in a new crypto project. This guy on Discord said it was going to moon. It had a white paper and everything. Did you do any research? I asked. Did you check if it was legitimate? Tyler looked uncomfortable. I mean, yeah. Sort of. The Discord had like 10,000 members. Everyone was investing. It seemed legit. And when it crashed? I pressed. When you realized it was a scam, what did you do? Tyler's voice got defensive. What could I do? The money was gone. I tried to get some back, but the developers disappeared. The whole server got deleted. So you lost $96,000 of my college money in a Discord scam? I said slowly. And you didn't think to tell me? My mother stood up. That's not fair, Riley. Tyler didn't know it was a scam. He was trying to help. By gambling with my future, I said. Mom, Dad, you took my college fund without asking and gave it to someone who's failed at everything he's ever tried, and you're defending him? My father's voice was hard. He's your brother. You don't talk about him like that. Why not? I asked. It's true. Name one thing Tyler has succeeded at in the last 5 years. One thing. My parents were silent. Tyler stared at his phone. That's what I thought, I said. I made a decision that night. I recorded a video. I explained everything. My college fund, my Stanford Acceptance, my parents' theft, Tyler's crypto scam. I posted it on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I tagged personal finance influencers, college advice accounts, and crypto watchdog groups. I didn't expect what happened next. The video went viral. 2 million views in 24 hours, 10 million by the end of the week. The comments were overwhelming, thousands of people sharing their own stories of family financial abuse, hundreds offering advice, support, donations. Someone started a GoFundMe without asking me. $18,000 for Riley's Stanford housing. It hit the goal in 6 hours. Then 20,000, 30, 50. By the end of the week, strangers had donated $78,000. I was sobbing reading the comments, from a mum who couldn't afford college, from a grandmother who understood, from students who'd been in similar situations, from people who just believed I deserved a chance. My parents were furious. My mother screamed at me for airing our private business. My father said I'd humiliated the family. Tyler sent me a text. Thanks for ruining my life. Now everyone thinks I'm a loser. I blocked him, but the internet wasn't done. Someone found Tyler's Discord history. He'd been bragging about investing his sister's college money. Someone else found the crypto scam details. It wasn't just a bad investment. Tyler had known it was sketchy and invested anyway, hoping to make a quick profit. A lawyer reached out to me. She specialized in family financial abuse cases. I'll represent you for free, she said. What your parents did is illegal. We can get your money back. We filed a lawsuit. My parents hired their own lawyer. For 6 months, we were in court. The evidence was overwhelming. Bank records showed they'd transferred the money after my 18th birthday. My grandmother testified that the fund was specifically for my education. Tyler's Discord messages showed he knew the investment was risky. The judge ruled in my favor. My parents were ordered to repay $96,000 plus interest and legal fees. Total, $108,000. They didn't have it, so the judge put a lien on their house. They'd have to pay me back through a structured settlement over 10 years or sell and pay immediately. They sold. They moved into a small apartment. Tyler had to get a job for the first time in 3 years. I went to Stanford. I used the GoFundMe money for housing my first year. I got a part-time job on campus. I joined clubs, made friends, studied hard. I video called my grandparents every week. They were so proud. I haven't spoken to my parents or Tyler in 2 years. They've tried to reach out, emails saying they're sorry, that they made a mistake, that family should forgive. But forgiveness requires accountability, and they still don't understand what they did wrong. I'm finishing my sophomore year now. I'm majoring in computer science and economics. I want to help other young people protect themselves from financial abuse. I'm starting a nonprofit called Future Proof. We educate teenagers about their financial rights, help them set up protected accounts, and connect them with resources if their family steals from them. Because what happened to me happens to thousands of kids every year. Parents who raid college funds for their own expenses. Siblings who guilt their way into inheritance. Family members who see your money as theirs. If you're listening to this and someone in your family has taken your money, your college fund, your savings, your inheritance, I want you to know that you're not selfish for wanting it back. You're not cruel for holding them accountable. And you're not alone. There are laws protecting you. There are people who will help you. And there's a future waiting for you on the other side of this betrayal. My parents chose my brother over my education. They chose a scam over my dreams. And they expected me to accept it because we're family. But family isn't about blood. It's about showing up. It's about protecting each other's futures, not destroying them. My parents failed that test. The internet strangers who donated to my GoFundMe, the lawyer who fought for me for free, my grandparents who believed in me, they're my family now. And I'm going to use everything I learned to make sure no other kid has to fight this fight alone.